Breaking news. This just in, the South African apartheid, which is considered to be the National Assembly plenary, are actively, as we speaking, voting on whether or not they should close the Israeli embassy located in South Africa. Now, right now, it's not looking too good for my girl, Izzy. Not only has South Africa voted on their embassy, but several other countries are planning to follow suit. In addition to France, who's going to be immobilizing several lawyers so that they can bring up not only Netanyahu, BB, because y'all be saying I don't say his name right. Not only BB on war crimes, but South Africa also plans on joining in, bringing up BB on war crimes. And not just BB, Joe Biden as well, for aiding and abetting in war crimes. That's right, you heard it here. Joe Biden will also be brought up on charges and will have to face the UN in addition to several other countries for aiding and abetting and allowing these war crimes to take place for as long as they did. Officially, it has been determined that what Israel has done to the state of the country of Palestine, because Israel is not a real country, is considered war crimes. Plain and simple, just like that. Not only that, but they have been urged through sanctions, through all types of threats from several other countries to not only release some of the hostages, but to back out of Gaza. Now, this comes shortly after the videos that had been going viral, that was first surfacing on BBC, then on CNN, of the IOF army showing what they have found underneath Al-Shifa Hospital, which, if you've seen that video, you know that it was a load of malarkey. So, of course, they have now been caught with their hands red, and basically the entire world saying we cannot support this, even though we were already screaming that, but now the governments are jumping in on it. And several countries have been moving to not only cut ties with Israel, but to also shut down the embassies that they have within their country. Now, I know a lot of you were confused about what the Maldives did with the passports. Okay, so basically, there's so many people that live in Israel that have dual citizenships in other countries. Now, the reason for that is because Bibi asked these people to come to Israel to occupy several parts of Palestine and to help him push all the Palestinians out of Palestine and either into Iran, into Egypt, or any of the bordering countries. Now, they have done so and they have complied. So they have multiple homes, one in Israel and one in their country that they were born in. Okay. The Maldives being one of the places where a lot of the citizens of Israel who have dual citizenship occupy. Now, the Maldives earlier yesterday, I was able to let you guys know that the Maldives has now stopped accepting passports coming from Israel. That includes people who have dual citizenship. If you are a dual citizen and you are in Israel at this current moment in time and you are attempting to come back anytime after they have enacted that they're no longer accepting those passports, you will not be able to come back to the Maldives. You have to turn around and you have to go back to Israel. The Maldives said, baby, I know what you thought this was, and you may have been born here, but you participated in this stuff. And we cannot have that kind of action over on this side of town. So you're going to have to stay right where you're at. You have dual citizenship, which means you have dual nationality. You are not poor. You are not broke. You can go back to where you came from and you will be dealt with. So it's not looking too good for not only the Israeli parliament, the Israeli government, but also for the citizens of Israel that are trying to escape what's going on right now after they played their role in the situation and trying to flee back to their home countries that they were born in. But it looks like so many countries, including the Maldives, such as Colombia and Brazil, have decided, no, you cannot come back. You must stay. They haven't even given them a date when they can actually return home. They've just basically told them, no, you cannot come back. You must stay. We will let you know. We will let you know? Oh, it's getting real in these streets. It's getting real in the field. I need you to know that. It's getting real, real. Not only that, BRICS have started to move forward with establishing the oil to the new currency. You remember the new currency that we talked about earlier? They have now moved forward with signing Iran and Xi from China. I may be saying his name wrong, but China has already started moving forward with BRICS. It's about to get real out here. Now that I'm thinking about things going down, it seems as if the reason why Joe stayed silent and America stayed silent is not only because they got paid off, but they were expecting a pretty huge payout, if you understand what I'm saying. In addition to that, they wanted to maintain their power as being the leaders of the free world and being able to have an embassy in every single country and being able to pretty much do, say, and act however they wanted to. And now that there's going to be an even larger power in charge, they will no longer be able to do that. Now, I know we just saw the leader of China in San Francisco and Joe together having a meeting and everything, speaking about how they were old time friends and everything. But I have a strong feeling that things aren't going to go quite the way that Joe wants them to go. Just like Joe, a lot of these leaders in these countries have been known to make a whole ton of promises, but when it really counts and when you really need them to hold suit to those promises, they show you exactly why you couldn't trust them in the first place. So American people, y'all may want to get yourselves together. Do you hear me? It's going to get a whole lot worse before it gets better, because what it looks like is that now these other countries were in a way counting on things not going America and Israel's way, and they in some way, shape, or form wanted things to happen. I can't say for certain. Again, this is for educational purposes, but don't take my word for it. I got it, okay? Just trust me on this, because as we speak, South Africa is voting to get Israel up out of there. Now, who you think is next to get up out of there in South Africa? You would be right. You would be right, because just during the pandemic, they already started pulling back and stating that if you are not someone of African descent, that includes African Americans. So African Americans, you're of African descent. But if you are not someone who's of African descent, meaning if you are not, you no longer can work here. You no longer can accept certain jobs here. You no longer can get paid for things over here. You must go home. Go back to the mountains of Caucasus and go figure out what you're going to do. Several countries in Africa have already started to do that. So it seems as if what's going on right now, baby, it's just a domino effect of what they genuinely wanted to happen. We've been wondering this entire time why these countries have been silent, because their silence and allowing other people to fight the good fight for them, and then they show up looking like the heroes at the end of the day, seems like a much better plan in how they can really get their own version of the free world. You get what I'm saying? Blacken up Africa is what I'm getting. That's the gist of what I'm getting. It's slow movement, but it's definitely the start of something brand new. It seems like the whole regime is coming to an end, baby. We are seeing the beginning of the end. And like I said, it's only going to get worse before it gets better. Because if we know nothing about these folks, is they will go down. They will not go down without a fight, okay? They crazy. So they ain't going down without a fight. But y'all need to pay attention, okay? Don't worry, because it's active right now and it is live on YouTube. Let me show you. As you can see, the first two, those are live versions, and it is accurate. I can see people commenting real time. I commented, they're answering real time. Parliament votes on a motion for the closure of the Israeli embassy. Like I said, it's getting real in the field, and y'all may want to make sure that y'all got your ducks in a row, because it's finna get real out here. In addition to that, here in America, we have made it perfectly clear that even if we do get a ceasefire, it is not the end of the road, okay? Y'all will be dealt with. We ain't stopping until all of us are free. So it makes sense why things are happening this way right now.